never knew. So all I'm asking you to do right now is, girl, just stay right where you are. You know, I'm right back for you.
Hey everyone! My looks today, I'm serving a super blown out dark eyeshadow look, so I didn't have to put concealer on, but it actually just kind of looks messy and makes me look dead inside, so there's that. Today's video is going to be another one of my concert experience videos. I don't really do vlogs anymore because I ruined my life when I went to the Purpose tour, and I vlogged it because I wasn't in the moment. You know, I wanted to record every single song the whole time, so now I just don't do vlogs anymore. So for every concert I go to, I'm gonna make this type of video. I've already made two, for the Dangerous Woman tour and for the Purpose tour, and this is for the Legend of the Fall tour. I stay looking in the viewfinder. I'm sorry, I just think it's awkward for me to, what if I like turn the, okay. I went to see The Weeknd May 23rd, and it was the greatest night of my life. I feel like every concert I go to just tops the last one. This one topped all of them because I don't know, I just had a great time, and I'll get into that in a second. Okay, so first I want to start off by, you know, giving my respects to everyone who lost their lives in Manchester May 22nd, and to everyone who experienced that, or families. You know, I'm not gonna go into it because every time I go on Twitter, that's all I see. I'm glad people aren't pushing this situation away, but it makes me sad to think about since I am an Ariana Grande fan, and I have been since like 2011, and it just sucks what happened, and I feel so bad for Ariana. And The Weeknd's concert I was going to was the day after that happened, so I was freaking out. But let me get into my video, okay? I don't know how to, like, you know, transition from that to talking about my concert, so sorry. But I just wanted to say that because I don't know, when I went to The Weeknd's concert, let me just tell you, security was tight outside, not really inside the arena, but outside the arena. There was police, there was ambulances, there was firemen, SWAT team, K9 officers. There was a bunch of people there, and when I woke up in the morning, I was debating on getting a refund for my ticket because I was just kind of afraid of what would happen. But I didn't want to not live my life because of an incident that happened. That's what terrorists want people to do. They want to be in fear. That's why they target concerts, movie theaters, schools, you know? So I don't know. I'm just living my life, you know? Been only 3 days, but these past 3 days, that's all I've been thinking about. Not even gonna lie. So I don't know how I'm gonna like not think about this. Did that make sense? I don't know. So yeah, I woke up that morning, was debating on not going. It was like really gloomy and rainy outside too, so it was just like the vibes were kind of sad, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get up from bed and I'm gonna go because I'm gonna regret not going, and I'm not gonna live in fear. Concerts are what I love to go to, so I'm just gonna continue to go to them. This whole situation's kind of made me more aware of the world though. I kind of knew that people did those type of things, but I just never expected it to be at a concert. Anyways, so you know, I got up, I got ready, I left my house around 5 o'clock, got to arena around 7 o'clock. It was freaking packed. When I pulled up to the arena, there was a sign that said no bags allowed, and I had my purse, and I was like, oh frick, what the heck am I gonna do? So I just put everything that I had in my pockets. I went inside the arena, and they didn't even check my pockets. They did like a whole metal detector scanning, and they just let me walk by, but they weren't checking anyone's bags. They just had the people open them, and then they would like look into it, and then that was it. So like, how, just because you have a bunch of security guards outside does not make up for the fact that there was lack of inside. Like, what the heck? That confused me. That really did. I got inside the arena. I was like freaking out. I don't know. Every time I have to go through a metal detector, like at an airport or something, I freak out. I'm like, what if I have a knife on me? Even though I don't, I just like freak out. You know, like if you're in the car and you see a policeman behind you and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna get pulled over, even though you're not doing anything wrong. That's how I am when there's any authority around. Even if I'm not doing anything wrong, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. So when they were scanning me, I was like freaking out. I thought my ticket wasn't gonna work, and I was just freaking out. And then I got in and I was like, oh, I was tripping, okay? The whole day I was tripping. Okay, so when I pulled out to the actual arena, I actually went to Target, and there was a bunch of people in Target with like their XO. There was like a sea of XOs everywhere, which was awesome. But I was trying to find like a little pouch so I can hold my portable chargers and stuff. I left my bag in my mom's car, and she's the one who drove me, whatever, because they said no bags allowed. I think this is how they go for every show for The Weeknd. You can't bring a book bag, but you could bring a little purse. Because my sister got stopped, she had like a little Michael Kors book bag. So if if you're thinking about going, don't bring anything bigger than like this, okay? But yeah, I was trying to look for something like a pouch and I went in Target, and then some guy came up to me. He's like, oh my god, I love your shirt. It was a simple XO shirt. He showed me his XO tat. I was like, wow, you're lit. So that was already like the vibe I was getting, like, oh, the people are great. He just randomly came up to me. Like, I don't know. I just love when people do that. Like, they come up to you and they compliment you. So I was already getting a good vibe from the people around. Whatever. So I went into the arena. I walked up to my seat and I was like, holy freaking crap. My seat sucks. Mind you, I paid $200 for my seat. But also, the seats were selling out really fast. I'm glad I bought it when I did, because the day after I bought it, everything went up to $300. It's a no from me. Let me just say, I made a fake ticket. Mom, if you're watching this, don't worry. I'm not getting myself into any trouble, but like, I made a fake ticket, okay? And it looked legit. I can't find it, but basically I made a fake ticket and I shoved it in my bra because I was like, if they like find me with a fake ticket, what if I get kicked out? Okay, my head was just everywhere. I was just paranoid. I hate myself, oh my god. Whatever, I made a fake ticket. This was my section, and the section I was gonna sneak down to, the section that was on my ticket, was right below me. So I was eyeing the seat that I was trying to sneak down to, but then after a while I noticed some girl was sitting in it, and I'm like, okay, maybe she's with a group of friends and they just like moved down the seat, because it was an aisle seat. I like aisle seats, okay, because you can just like flail your arms everywhere and no one will tell you anything. I mean, you might get told something, but like, you probably won't. So I pulled up my phone and went on Ticketmaster, and the freaking seat was taken. I went downstairs to the section I was gonna sneak into, and I was like, okay, let me just like double check. I'm gonna like peek through the curtains and like see if someone's actually sitting there. And I was like, okay, I can't really peek through the curtains because the securities are actually like peeping the tickets. Like, they were looking super hard at the tickets. So I was like, I'm just gonna go back to my seat. I really wanted to sneak to that seat, but I didn't, so whatever. I had some time to kill before the openers came on, and I was like, okay, let me go look at the merch. I only had $40 on me, and everything was $40 and up. So I sat down. Black came out. He was great. He was like, yo, I go by the name Black, not Six Black, not Six Lack, Black. And I was like, oh god dang. And then I think Belly came out. I think that was his name, and I wasn't expecting him. I thought it's only Ray Shremmerd. I think that's how you say that, Ray Shremmerd, and Black. And then he came out and he was lit. Let me just tell you, he was lit. He had this Spanish song. I think it said something like, I fell in love with my Consuela or something like that. Everyone around me was dying, and it was just a great time. His visuals were great though. I'm gonna put like a little video of this. They started playing music, you know, I was getting turned to All My Friends Are Dead. Then Ray Shremmerd came out. They killed it. I was turning up. I was like flailing my arms like that, going like that. Like, I'm gonna insert a video. Then they left. They started playing music, you know, in the dark again, and I'm like, okay, Abel's gonna come out anytime now. And I was wrong, because then the lights came back on and I was like, what? To kill time, the people did a wave. There was people screaming. I was like looking around. I was like, what the heck? I thought people were just really drunk, because everyone there was freaking drinking. Everywhere around me smelled like alcohol. I think it's because someone behind me spilled alcohol. There were people smoking weed. And then when I went to my car after the concert, I'm pretty sure I smelled like weed. But yeah, everyone was smoking and drinking. So I thought people were just drunk and screaming nonsense. I'm like looking around like, what the frick is going on? Like, did they see someone? Is Selala here? But no, it was just they were trying to start the crowd to get hype, and they started a wave, and it went on for like 5 minutes. And it was great. It was funny. Everyone was so into it for like the first 2 times, and then they kept going over, and everyone was like, all right, no, we're not doing this anymore. He actually posted a video of it on his Instagram, so yeah, it was just like, I don't know, just sitting there. It wasn't terrible. It didn't even feel like an hour or whatever it was, because the people just around were really hype already. There was 2 girls in front of me that were super drunk, and they kept taking like selfies on Snapchat, and like every time someone pulled up their phone, I would like look at it out of a reaction. I would like look at it. So every time they kept taking a selfie, I guess I looked, and they kept dying laughing. And then they started getting into the person in front of them Snapchat. So it was just like a row of people getting into each other's Snapchat, which I thought was funny. They thought was hilarious. Oh, sorry, I wrote it down in my notes what happened. That's why I might seem like a little messy in this video, but there was these girls. When Ray Shremmerd came out, 4 or 5 girls in the front row of our section that stood up when the lights turned off. And there were people yelling, sit down! And I turned around and I was like, the heck? I was like, why would they? Well, who tells someone to sit down at a concert? So I can't stand people like that. You've seen my Purpose Tour experience video, you know that I was sitting next to these girls. They were like, ah, and I'm like, oh my god, you're so annoying. So that's, I hate people who are at concerts who are like that. Like, why are you at a concert if you are gonna tell people to not get hyped? Whatever. So they were screaming at people to sit down. I'm pretty sure they screamed at me to sit down and I stayed up. In my head, I'm like, why don't you sit up? That's so annoying. Don't be that person. Anyway, so then the weekend came out and I was freaking the freak out. By the third song, I was already sweating and out of breath and my voice was already hurting. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not gonna have a voice tomorrow, but I woke up with a voice. I knew what songs he was gonna play because I looked at the set list and I was really turning up, and I'm pretty sure the people who were sitting next to me got mad because I was screaming and bouncing up and down. I was getting really wild, which is what makes it so fun for me because I was just doing my own thing. I was turning up. It was a really good time. The people on my left side were cringy. They were a couple who kept like cuddling with each other in their seat, and I'm like, you're at a concert. You're not Netflix and chilling. What you doing? So in my head, I'm like, can they please stop? Like, they're being annoying. They're being obnoxious. But like, I'm pretty sure that they thought that about me because I was like going like that and like, bah! I just swallowed my hair. I was like, bah, bah. You know, my arms were just everywhere. My elbows were everywhere. I'm pretty sure the girl didn't like it because she like kind of scooched in front of the guy, and that just gave me more room to flail my arms. I was going so hard. It's been 2 days since the concert and my legs are still pretty sore. Like, I was jumping up and down, literally like popping my arms everywhere, and I've never done that. The more concerts I go to, the more comfortable I am. But like, this crowd made me feel super comfortable. The crowd was so great. They were all singing along. It just felt like everyone there was there because they loved the weekend. When I went to Purpose Tour, it just kind of felt like people were there to say they went to a Justin Bieber concert. It didn't feel like that for this concert, which I thought was amazing. Everyone was singing along. I'll insert some clips.
Let's hear it.
I just thought it was really beautiful. Also, he was interacting with the crowd like so well. He kept mentioning Chicago and the crowd. He kept telling us that we were the loudest crowd of the whole tour, so lit. He was also doing this thing. I don't know if he does this at every concert, but he was like, are you guys ready to go home yet? And we were like, no. He was like, are you guys ready to go home, Chicago? I was dead. I was so dead. I was like, what is this man's doing? Also, the visuals and the lights were great. I don't know, they kept like shining in my face, but like, I was kind of living for it. And I was also sitting in front of a screen, so my seat wasn't terrible. It really wasn't. After he sang I Feel It Coming, he left. He was like, I go by the name The Weeknd, whatever. And then people started getting up, but the lights were still off and the band was still playing something. But I was like thinking, I'm like, should I get up? I don't know, whatever. And then out of nowhere, it's like, bah! For The Hills. And I was like, oh my god, I forgot about The Hills. He didn't sing The Hills yet. So everyone ran back to their seats, and then he came out, and I think that was my favorite. Was it my favorite? No, Party Monster was my favorite one because, like I said, the lights were amazing. After he goes, paranoid, the lights were, it was really, really lit. I was really waiting for 6 Feet Under, Party Monster, Reminder, and The Hills. I just forgot about The Hills, and that one was lit. So then after The Hills came on, he finally said good night, love you guys, thank you, whatever, whatever, and then we left. Like I said, I was in the highest section. I don't know if I said that, but I was in the highest section. It was freaking hard to get out. 5 to 10 minutes to get out the arena because people there were playing. They were just standing around, chilling, while I was trying to walk down the stairs. Okay, if you want to do that, just go into a corner. They were forming a line to like leave, but no one was leaving. There was these 2 girls that they kept like pushing people. So I was walking this way and they were pushing me down this way. And I think the little girl was gonna throw up or something. She was like, just keep going, just breathe, we're almost there. And there was bathrooms right there, so I'm assuming that she was trying to go to the bathroom and like vomit because I knew she was drunk. Once I got down the stairs, I was like instantly outside, but it took me forever to walk down the stairs because these people were playing with me. But either way, it was a great concert. I would recommend. So yeah, that was my little story time experience concert video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. I will leave my concert get ready with me link down below in the second line down down below. Oh, this is how I did my hair. I didn't do it in the Get Ready With Me video, but this is how I did my hair for the concert. Okay, I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!